hello, hello. Oh. There you go. It's been a while. Excuse me. Hope the audio is okay. I swear I have to adjust it for every game. Alrighty, I think we're going to just get started. I don't have really anything to say except hello. It's been a while since I last streamed. It's been a very busy week for me, so I'm still a little bit tired. I didn't get a chance to sleep in this morning. Let me have a sip of my tea. Oh no, I'm almost out. Shoot. Alright, let's go. I think last we left off, we were in the middle of another trial. Oh, that's... go away. There we go. Alright, let's go. February 25th to 21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand? Let me just move my tea over here. Miss Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I have done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Alright, just a bit of a recap. I think where last we left off, it's been so long, I hope I can remember. A prosecutor was murdered and found in the trunk of a car at the district attorney's office. And then there was some sort of confusion thinking that he was actually murdered at the police station and then he was transported, or that there were 2 different people. I'm sorry. I'm still a little bit frazzled. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know for a fact that it turns out a case was about to be reopened and reinvestigated, and someone didn't want to let that happen. So they murdered the head the head investigator. They murdered him to stop the investigation. She took the blame. This lady, Lana, took the blame for someone else. And we've already cleared that there wasn't 2 murders, there was only 1, and the body was transported via car at the back of the trunk. And then he was murdered because a case was about to be reopened. And now we are trying to clear her name. And we already know who the murderer is, technically, but because there was only circumstantial evidence, we can't prosecute him just yet, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm assuming in this trial. Okay. Now then, your testimony, if you will. Oh, and thank you, Clark2005, for the follow. Thank you. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. That's right, Chief Gant is the chief district attorney or district prosecutor is the alleged murderer. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. Alright, here we go. Gant and the fabrication. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to his blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana! If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. I worked alongside Gant for years. Hello, Reaper! Hello! Welcome! How are you? I hope you're doing good. There's no truth behind this backfire. I'm going to press on pretty much everything she says. How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years. Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. She must have been good coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Gant was a respectable detective, that's why. How was your Christmas? I hope it's good. I hope it's been good. I only just realized today that New Year's is literally tomorrow. New Year's Eve is tomorrow for me anyway. Where are you from? I'm from Australia. Where are you buffing? Buff. That's good. If you hear... We had Christmas a few days ago. Yeah. If you hear, like, noises in the background, it's because of my dog and my cat. By the way. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated evidence 2 years ago. Or something. But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. Are you buffing? Stop it. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. Yeah. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. You say you did this all by yourself? Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck to the victim's body. What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Oh, that was lying on the floor, a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up lies with more lies. All is just to protect me. So when you found a scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife planted inside the wound, then moved the body. The only motivation was to get Dark convicted, nothing to do with Emma. I doubt that. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound and you moved the body. Oh my god, it's too fast. But why? Why would you do that? You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. Head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others. Why did you plant the knife? Why did you move the body? Why did you plant the knife? Why did you move the body? I think why did you move the body? Because it's obvious why you planted the knife. Why did you move the body? Because it was on the other side of the room, and the statue that killed him was on the other side of the room. Why did you move it onto the left side? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduce it was, by Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Skye moved the body. The pieces of that jar was shattered during the events threatened my plan. That does make sense. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events, but yep. Where's the jar? Nope. This jar? No, I did. Present. Miss Skye, I understand how you feel. Oh, why am I feel congested. Ugh. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered? If that was true, if the truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. You can't see me, but I'm pointing my finger as well. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of that jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right. Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. This is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not have yet been broken before he died. Ah. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Order, order! Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regards to this jar, and its bloody message. We may have been missing something critical here. Something critical? Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room, and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. That would be very weird. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. How would you... Wait, you wiped the blood away even though you didn't know what it would be? Jar and message in blood. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. Okay. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No, if I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and grounded them to dust. Well, that helps my case. Lana, you'd do that for me? It seems you two might make up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. This is rather shocking. Okay, the fragments were more large, but I read them all. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off them. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. I mean, she did say it was dark. I don't know if that would be a sound argument. Excuse me. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that? Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that... There was no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time he was looking for Dark downstairs. Perhaps, besides, even if... these are too quick sometimes. The question is, if he did arrive at this there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years? That's true. Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? Yeah. No! Oh, I love this dialogue. Wait. I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence. But why would Chief Gant do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid. Why am I so sleepy? Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the Chief's puppet. No, I did it on my own. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the Chief. I can't watch you suffer any more than for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that, coming from my own client. Oh, I forgot that we're defending her. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. Thanks. Wait a minute. What is it? What if... we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Oh! Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Lana, maybe right after all. What did you mean? What do you mean, Wright? So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright? I don't think that's what he meant. Miss Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. I knew it! But I do remember knocking Mr. Marshall over. Miss Skye, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Oh my goodness. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. I'm so sleepy. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. It must be morning over there. No, that's the thing. It's in the afternoon. I just don't think I slept well last night. I fell asleep around like 4:30 a.m. It's fine. I've worked all week and it's my day off, so I wanted to stay up and game. So I fell asleep at 4:30 a.m. and I woke up at 10:30. I had breakfast. I've had tea. I thought about making coffee this morning, but I didn't feel like it. So yeah, I'm just a little sleepy bug. Let me just rub my eyes. I still have like sleep in my eyes. I forgot to wash my face. Oh, it's 9 for you? 9, I'm assuming 9 p.m. It's 1:23 p.m. here. So it's in the middle of the afternoon right now. Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what happened, I thought she did it. Wait, hold on. You saw your sister laying on a floor with a dead body impaled and a murderer in the same room, and you assume that your sister was the one that did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword. You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. Excuse me? I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. Oh, the law book. What, to me? It's weird how I remember that one. It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. But I don't remember seeing a picture like that. Lana must have known. Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you. Barely. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana. Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right? I seem to remember getting something from her then. Let's check the evidence again. There must be a picture there somewhere. Yeah, it's in the... She gave us a book. Ah, here we go. Oh! Hey, there's a picture here. Damn. Oh my. This is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything. Crime scene photo taken from the case 2 years ago. Lana's picture inserted to the court records. Ah, Mr. Wright! The piece cut out from his vest. Could that be the cloth we found inside of Chief Gant's safe? What's this? This is a handprint, isn't it? That cloth. It had fingerprints on it. Whosever fingerprints those must be the real murderer. What? But those fingerprints... They're yours, Emma. Oh, shit. Wait. When did I last save this game? Because I'm pretty sure we already figured it out that it was hers. Did we not clarify that? Because I specifically remember we showed it to everyone. I need to look back at my previous files. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? I'm pretty sure we already exposed that the fingerprints are hers. Maybe not. Anyway, let's go on with this cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flesh out the real murderer. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body... What? What? Huh? 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 Oh my god, it's Trump! Come now, Edgy. This is the poorest excuse of a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant? What, now you want to make me out to be the bad guy too? Wait, did we already play through this? I'm confused. Maybe it's just deja vu? I swear we already did all this. Did I not save properly? Got me beat. I'm just wondering, do we have to go through this all again? First time being here. Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering, did I... Wait a minute. Because this sounds all so familiar. Did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. Maybe I didn't save properly the last time I played. That is so weird. Alright, well, we're already here. We might as well just finish this up. If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. This must be that risk we were talking about earlier. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. So what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do all that talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. Someone does? Yeah, we've definitely played this. We've definitely played through this before in my Lost Phoenix Wright stream. Shoot! I thought we were gonna start off with a new episode, but we can always do that after because this is like the very end of this case, so we will be able to play the next one. Someone? So, what's your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? Do you have something to show us right now? You have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Mr. Wright? If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as a murderer. I'm just gonna go through this as quick as possible. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now, and if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present the piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? I think last time I said cannot show evidence. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie. Chief Gant? You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. Oh, see the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason. You mean you had this in your safe? What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence? This is going to be the biggest scandal in history of the police department. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up on this, pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit to it? I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. So you were really manipulating her? I knew Lana. If I had made it look like the blame lay with her sister, then she was, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. Then I tampered with the crime scene. I had 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? It was my plan. I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Ho ho ho. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? It's just I kept one piece. That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come now, Righto. Cough it up already. I know you have it. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then before it was too late. It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Okay, now show evidence. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Where is it? This one. No, don't look at it. Eat it. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes, at last you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. I'm assuming it's leather because I don't see how a handprint could get on a piece of cloth unless your hand is like really dirty. Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. Yep, leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. You mean it could have been forged? It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Oh, it could not have been forged. Ho ho ho. You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy. What? Think about it. Raito had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? Mr. Wright, do you really know? Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is Emma Skye. Emma? Emma Skye? What? They're mine? I'm sorry, Emma. But why? Why didn't you tell me? Ho 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 ho. Alright, Santa, chill out. You're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me. So it's true, tragic but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death. How could you? You monster! Miss Sky, you knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. Miss Sky, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. Ha! But I'm afraid it's over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? Before I do that... Hi, Suo! Hello! Welcome! There's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? It was Emma Sky, wasn't it? Mm-mm. I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is. Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. What was it again? Oh, just for context, Suo, I don't think I saved... No, it's not the badge. I don't think so. Just for context, Suo, I don't think I saved the game properly last time I played this, so we're playing the very last trial that I did. And I'm trying to remember what I presented last time. I think it was like a picture. So I'm just trying to get through this part as fast as possible, and then I'm going to play the next episode. Crime scene photo taken from... Oh, this one. I presented this one. And what exactly is this supposed to be? This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. Because this one's already missing. See the piece of his vest that was cut out? Yes. His shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That is only natural. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth. There's no blood on it. Wait. There's no blood on it. Ah! That was a very bad scream, sorry. Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on the cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who would it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky? picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armor's sword. Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No! It's finally all over. Ha 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 ha. That was close, Righto. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegation. What do you mean you refute his allegation? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. No. Order, order. What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember Udgy? Earlier, Righto here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Righto? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair! Ha ha ha. Did you actually think you could beat me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth? True, illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright? It seems at last. The time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of evidence? I did not. I admit, I refused to present it at one point. Aha, so the evidence is illegal. No, let me finish. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. Huh? It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There's a certain procedure involved. Wait, there are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, Aji, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a carrot. You have to believe me. There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? It is. Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Excuse me. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so. The law book. Where is it? Oh, here's. Oh. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at the point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in the book, the second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case of the trial. And here in the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented? That was shown only a few moments ago. No. He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes. No! It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Sorry, let me have a sippy sip of my tea. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer, was you. Wah ha 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 ha. Oh my god, he's going nuts. Oh my god. I'm trying to use more of my expressions. Check it out. Anyway. I know I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. Oh. My nose. Crimes have been committed every day. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost items report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden, he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. He opened his evidence locker and he was taking the evidence out. He said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken back by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up the SL9 case. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was still just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurriedly wiped it away. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. Bloody handprint. Detective Detective Gumshoe, not Goodman. Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of that. Then you put the body in my car. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Still, you got blood in the car, man. I have to pay for that to be cleaned. Leaving the prosecution's car aside. How? How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker? I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have time to pick and choose what to take. So you left the jar fragments and the glove? Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy. Why did you stand in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go at it alone. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I don't think he's that mad about it. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator, and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright here, and Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes? First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. Then this trial is over, I'll tell everything. When this trial's over. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today. So, ooh, I just cracked my shoulder. It seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. Ooh, I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh, she smiles so cute. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Sky. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit of it as much as I have over these past few years. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was nothing. Oh, he's getting flustered. Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you, and yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it. I only did my job. Stop. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky. Yes, Your Honor? You are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling? Because she's free. It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Aww. Well, this trial has gone far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. Ayy. Confetti, confetti, confetti. That is all. Excuse me. This court is adjourned. Let me have a stretch. Oh. Hi, Sumi. Hi. It's been so long. How are you? How was your Christmas? February 25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. At long last, it's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted of a murder she didn't commit. Did you just get affiliated? It's been so long. Yeah, I've been affiliated for a while, which is awesome. Hey, I'm here to... Oh, hi Presto. Hi. How are you? Oh, I didn't see you in chat. Maybe I didn't see you in chat, so I didn't know. Sorry. Hello. Hi, everyone. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended. I can't see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few years. You've done well. I did my best too, but Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty. I follow so many unaffiliated that makes me... Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think I made affiliate a month ago. It's been a whole month. Holy shit. I think I made affiliate around the 18th of November. So yeah, a good month ago. It's been great. I love it. Oh, hold on. There you go. Oh, did I read that? Shoot. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh, are you here because of my sister again? Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Lana! Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in this mess. Sis, I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to, but it was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you that what I did. I was scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. Hi Swifty! How are you? How's your Christmas? Are you excited for the new year? Christmas was funky but fun. Oh, that's good. I turned my back on you that day. In hiding that... I'm alright. I'm a bit sleepy though. I didn't sleep until like 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. And I woke up at 10:30 and I thought I was good to go, but apparently not. I'm yawning all over the place. Didn't go visit my fam for the first time for the holidays. Wanted a break for them. Yeah, I get that. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis, I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I'm trying to go through this fast because I accidentally didn't save properly. So I have to finish up the last bit of this case before I go on to the next episode. Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. Now you have. Oh, Emma. Aw, so cute. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in doing so, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on towards a brighter future. At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up. Right, Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe. What did you do for the holidays, T? I did... Well, the morning was pretty lazy. And I didn't do much. And then... what's the word? I went to go have Christmas dinner with the family. So I have 3 other siblings. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. I'm the eldest. And one of my brothers was actually on a trip to Thailand and Vietnam. And so I didn't see him this year. None of us saw him this year. So yeah, he couldn't make it. I think he's back though. He's back for New Year's, and I think he'll be going back out to travel later. And then we thought our grandma was gonna come, but she didn't make it. Like, she couldn't make it to the gathering. And what else? Yeah, it was a pretty chill Christmas. Like, we didn't do much. I totally forgot to bring Cards Against Humanity. So after dinner we just like watched a movie and played video games. So it was actually a pretty boring Christmas this year, which is a shame. I might host next Christmas though. I think it would be a lot more fun here. Yeah, it was a pretty boring Christmas. But I did give my partner his Christmas birthday present. New Year's is gonna be lit though. I hope so. There's gonna be so many fireworks. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be so noisy. One of our idiot neighbors was lighting fireworks a few weeks ago, and one of them went AWOL, and it exploded in the streets, and my cat was outside, and it almost hit my cat. Oh, I was so mad. Time to go crazy. You guys do fireworks on New Year's? Yeah, so fireworks are... I don't know. Fireworks are pretty regulated here in Australia. Like, we can't, like, set them off all willy-nilly. So they're only really meant for, like, special occasions. Like New Year's, Christmas, public holidays, that sort of thing. In Indonesia, we could just go to the shops and buy, like, a whole bunch. Me? Thank you both for what you have all done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right? Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. Cranky. Where was he hiding? I just came to say congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, I know, you've already told me that. Right, well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were all the ones who acted corruptly. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals, I can feel it. You and me were the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire self to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. But Edgeworth... Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor. Edgeworth... don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What's this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lana's talking about. Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth and I would have been able to find on our own. No one will believe attorney badge? That might mean something to you, but I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership, huh? Mr. Wright, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well. What? I guess that wasn't the right piece of evidence. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth? If you'll excuse me. There are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you. I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? Oh, okay. Bye, Sumi. Bye-bye. But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. Bye. Can we get to the next episode, please? I bet we're going to. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon. It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, there's a little something for you. Scientific investigation. It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will. Aw, her smile is so cute. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. So cute. Faith that their lives... Hold on, there's something on my foot. Why is that? Oh, that's why. Okay. I've only just begun. What are you looking? As for me, I think it's time I started a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Well, yeah. You see, Mr. Wright here was the one who'd been footing the bill. Huh? Huh? What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh, Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why is this? Suddenly feel like I want to scream. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go! Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Is this really it? I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she's pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. So cute! Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Do I have to walk through all of this? Yikes. I thought I was a goner for a moment there in the end, though. They overlooked my unauthorized investigation of blah 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 blah. If we penalize you anymore, it will be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show you can't shake me off that easily. Can we skip this? Guess we have to go through it. There's any buttons? My new mission... Wait, can you believe it? I've been demoted to security guard. My partner kept keeping an eye on me the entrance for me today. Hold on, let me check. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be another... thing. I guess we just have to wait through it? I don't know. Oh! I can't stop the credits, so I don't know. What is it? Can't you see I'm having a showdown with the... Wait, what? Looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her... This is too fast. Bam, bam. Yeah, there's supposed to be... another case, isn't there? I'm looking it up. Yeah, it's supposed to be called the Lost Turnabout. Pew, pew, pew. I'll never forget what the Leon defense trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left? Seriously? Anyway, he said he's been doing something for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I better be... Huh? Oh no, I forgot my gravel. Gavel, sorry, gotta go. Oh, what is this? Come on. I want the next one. Oh! Something I do miss is your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm full-fledged spirit medium. Okay, so Mystic Maya afternoon training is about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick. Okay, so we're just visiting people. Including Maya. Come on, Cletus. I want the next episode. I can't click out of it. I'm just clicking all buttons. Ah. Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? I brought you your tea. What's going on? Will this relate to the next case? Please? That would be fun. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. No, it's okay. Oh. Oh, letter. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I didn't see this part. That's oh, that's adorable when she was a police officer. Oh, baby, you're so cute. Capcom. I'm gonna be so pissed if there's no other episodes after this. Stop licking yourself. Excuse me? Was that really just it? I was sure there was another one. It said Trilogy, didn't it? I am so pissed. Wait. Hold on a minute. The Lost Turnabout. What the hell? It better not. I'm gonna be so pissed. Hold on, let me go. There we go. Get that nonsense out of here. Give me a minute. What is going on here? Hold on a second. I'm gonna do something real quick. Oh, wait. I think... Oh, I see. Okay. I don't think I was fucked over. Okay, I think... Stuff happened, but I'm back. Hello! Hi, Suo. Okay, I think I was just confused. I thought I was screwed over in terms of this trilogy, but I think I figured it out. Okay, hold on. Ugh, I went all that for nothing. Okay, so I was playing this one, the original Ace Attorney. I just needed to click over here. Justice for all. Okay, I hope I did it right. Or maybe it was this Justice for all. Hold on, I need to check. Let me see. Okay, I think I'm on this now. So I think there's 3 in each thing? I think? I'm just trying to find like the index for this. Trials and tribulations. No. Okay, yeah, no, this one. It's this one. Okay. Play! Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Okay, I think this is right. Let's go! Oh, I spent that whole hour and a half for nothing. Ooh, this music! Huff. Grr. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What did I do? Oh my god. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Hi Suo. Yeah, I messed up. I thought that the loss I couldn't figure out how to get to the next episode, but now I have. So it's all good. Oh, look at this. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep. Ah, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Wait, wait, what? Who are you? Oh! Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. What on earth? Someone tried to kill me? A few minutes later, District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Ouch, my head, it's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in here? Good morning. Ah, Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Oh no, do I have amnesia? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I've done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I never forgot what you... I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and yet I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here it goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to a fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Ah, shit, we've got amnesia. Great. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what could I piece together? From the sounds of things, it's probably safe to say I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. You and me both. Ah, someone please. Tell me this is a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Go. I need some more tea. So much talking in this. September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Chitter, chitter, chitter. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie Bird? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? No. No. I have amnesia. No. What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't. Then why bother asking me to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense excuses. Because the defendant is the member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. And I'm sure you're aware the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. Oh no. A policeman? What? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick I almost said something else. Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was also watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Why does she have feathers everywhere? Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the detail of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. Oh my. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. Jesus. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, the autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusual. Well, even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. The victim fell from the walking path above. Now then, I recall that yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk to such an amateur? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court records. Court records? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are listed in there, sir. Wait, hold on. Is one of the tactics of putting in a tutorial is that Phoenix Wright has amnesia? You can look at the court records by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? Too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Oh. Sorry, sir. I was gonna say Your Highness. Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab? Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's see your notes. See if your notes are in order. Excuse me. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. It's a cell phone. How do you not remember a cell phone? You might as well stop. You might as well not remember to breathe. Time of death, 6:28 p.m. Cause broken neck. Body was also discovered covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body pieces. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Okay. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Wallet, glasses, a police badge. Well, we have glasses in evidence, so it's probably glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and he held onto them as he fell. Hey, what are you giving me an evil eye? Those glasses, who's those glasses you're wearing? Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses were found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that, on that same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh? Oh, I didn't read that last part. And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During this date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name in the ground where he landed. Maggie. It doesn't... Wait, I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Okay, already... This is fucking stupid. Already there was a contradiction, because apparently it was instant death. Snapped his neck. And somehow he had the strength or the willpower to write his murderer's name in the sand. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Also, that's not how you spell her name, is it? Is it her name with a Y, not an I-E? This is a picture of the writing, sir. Maggie. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. A photo of the area around the victim's hand. As if the glasses also didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Yeah, Maggie. It's not written with an I-E, it's written with an E-Y. God, I'm so good at this. Oh my goodness. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally this is the part where you get in that witness's face. Get in their face and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witness all hide things from the court. Which means they lie from time to time. Ugh, my nose is itchy. Hold on. Oh no. The back of my throat is itchy. Eh. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, and even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During this date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground and landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clear the defendant name's Maggie, sir. Yeah, no. We can present profiles as well. Age 22, Dustin Prince, age 30, Winston Payne. Yeah, present. That's not how you spelled her name. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to make my take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. Oh god, I forgot how high-pitched his objection is. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. What is this ridiculous question? Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court records. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with an E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. He was her boyfriend. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name. No! Well, this is going to be a quick trial. This is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Damn, okay. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought him over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. I see. You may cross-examine the witness here, Mr. Wright. Officer Prince and Officer have been going out for about half a year. Sound like they were even talking about marriage. Press on that. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. And she and Officer Prince. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone from the trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really. Anyway. Okay. Sounds like they were talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You saying guys gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. Ugh, I think this fella has ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. The day of the oh, just got an achievement. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday. Maggie and I even got a present. It was something like she had. What was it? Over 2 months ago? Yep, she was a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was the birthday present? She'd gotten him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball- Oh, a baseball glove. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove. Press further, leave him to... Press further. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? For someone she's been only dating for like 8 months? Or half a month? Half a year? Why did I say 8 months? Where did the 8 month come from? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how the glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem like there's a little relevance. There's little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? It probably is. Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it's relevant. The glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Bluffing to the max! Now this is the right Mr. Wright I know. Yes! Lie! Bluff! I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it would take. This is great! Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about that matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry up and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with the case. Anyways, that is a very ugly baseball glove. It just looks like bananas. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Birthday present for Maggie to the customer. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had it special ordered? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. What other reason? I think this court has heard enough. It is clear the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if it's true, that brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped underneath the victim's fingernails. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Let me guess, he was left hand. Oh, the glove! Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. No, that is a right-handed glove. So he was right-handed. Okay. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Thus, we confirmed that the victim wrote the name with his right hand. Stop licking yourself. What are you doing? Baseball glove. Birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It's custom made. And this we could confirm that the victim wrote the name with his right hand. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what's special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but there's also one, that is also one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed wait a minute, left-handed? But it's curved that way. It would have to be- wait, what? Left-handed person... Okay, I think that picture is just wrong because that looks like a right-handed glove. I don't know about you. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the... Wait, glove to be worn on the right-handed. That's why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-handed glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name on it? Okay, now I'm confused. Now, I had a feeling that the glove would have been that could have been left-handed, but the way they explained it in the picture that was displayed, it was a bit weird. That's easy. Look, it's obvious. From this picture, this was his... that it was his... Wait a second. Don't forget the victim was left-handed. He could be ambidextrous. That is... I object... Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Plus, I'm pretty sure he died instantly. Order. Hold on. I think I have a hangnail on my toe. That's annoying. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible for that to be... It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No. That's not possible! Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird... Oh. No, not yet. God damn it. I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? Excuse me. We would like to call our next witness to the stand. Hello, I'm fixing my hair. And what did this witness witness the moment the victim was pushed to his death? What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Order! Order in this court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that would be too easy. I need more information. I have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only getting to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued. Yeah. I've already done that one, so. September 8th, 11:43 a.m. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problem. Well, my head is one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can make a deal with, we can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'll be honored to. Well, I guess I'll start with my name, then I can tell you about me. Oh no, it's okay. No, that's okay. Really, I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. That's a weird name. Serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got it from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There's numbers written here on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. That's my business card. I hand-wrote my cell number on the back. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Oh, excuse me. Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when you talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh! All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm glad you've called. We can meet up and I can give it back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know. But if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along. You're so mean. I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. And then I went to check in on the courtroom. Everyone had already left. Hi. Hi, Mia. It's been a while. Oh, wait, no. Is this Maya or Mia? I forgot. What the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you, too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It's about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me. And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in memory of the phone... Wait, these numbers were in the memory of the phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be as forgetful of a prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright, recess is over now. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, I guess we have to get going. We can talk about you being an old... We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that is left to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get on and move on. Yeah. September 8th, 11:45... Oh, 54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court might be a little lenient on. There was no need to give a preface, just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. It was you! Please state your name for the court, witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now, you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Surely, I suppose... we'll settle... okay. I can't read all that. The righteous selection... Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he, a human chatterbox? I have to question him. Seriously, I can't read all that. Oh, stop with the flop of your hair. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rate, only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness? Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. Richard Wellington, the drifter virtuoso with a PhD in drifting. This guy's an absolute douche. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you were attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. What is this bro yapping about? I know, right? I have no idea. But I remind you that I am no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy? Wait, anyway. Thank you. Please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park. See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, you... Oh god, just shut up already. What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young woman. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. See, I knew it looked like a batch of bananas. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client? You mean Maggie? Yeah. If she really is innocent, then the only thing that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. What I saw that day. I might actually quickly just grab a drink of water, because I'm out of tea. I have one last sip. Excuse me. Alright, let me just grab some water real quick. Oh, nope, wrong one. And back. I have hydration. Lukewarm. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. So you were at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. Well, that was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No-name? Trashy? Now this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the future of this country. That arrogant little snot. I don't remember the time, but it's 6. All of a sudden, a police officer showed there from above. I thought I looked over and charming lady. Of course. Who's that pretty friend over there? The only thing I saw was the banana that fell out. But wait, this banana. Present. Mr. Wellington, hold on, let me cheat. There we go. I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you know about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? Wait a minute. I understand maybe from a distance you might, like, think they're bananas. He needs glasses, doesn't he? He can't see properly. Oh, sorry. I accidentally clicked out of the game for a second. Holy shit, that's already a contradiction right there. He can't see properly. He needs glasses. Wait, that's why he said glasses before. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Oh, gosh, I think I got bit by a mosquito. Ow. Sorry, I'm really itchy. Sorry. Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Huh? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves very important. This proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas, knows nothing about baseball. I think he has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? What are you asking me about all this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, I know what you mean. You know what I mean. Oh God. He's yapping again. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're gonna tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Oh. Nope, or else he would have said glove. How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're just like the oh God. Which boils down to you were not wearing glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness. Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake here. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made that call. There must have been a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made that call. They must have had a lot of free time since they showed up. Time of death. 26. Broken neck. Body was covered in bruises. Pieces of nearsighted lenses. The victim fell from the walkie path above. A photo of the area of the victim. Body was also covered in bruises. Time of death. I was there. Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach you at that pitiful school? You think people can learn about how to call the police in college? Hey Nick, I think you should take a look at the court records for a second. Yeah, she said it must have been 6:41 when I made that call. If you said immediately, then it would have been like 6:29 or 6:30. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred around 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during those 15-minute gap. Say, writing the name of the defendant in the sand using the victim's finger? Wow. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what you would call a little dazed. Ha! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matroska doll. Matroska doll? You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? Oh, okay, this is... Oh, okay. So, the phone was filled with contacts of other of con artists. he lost that phone. That's his phone. He lost the phone. And then he called the phone, and then Maggie picked up and like, oh, I found your phone. Do you want to meet up and I can give it back to you? And he's like, cool, okay, what's your name? It's Maggie. But he doesn't know how to spell Maggie, so he spelt it wrong. I think I got it in the bag. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you heard of— oh god, here we go. Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. I did. What should I do now? Question further. Well, Mr. Wellington? Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Itchy nose. What are you getting all excited for? You seemed a little bit confused. Oh, hey, Snake King, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Oh, sorry, I don't feel good. Okay, sorry. Sorry you don't feel good. What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. It looked like he got his phone. And I thought it was just maybe this site that was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Did you already do the YouTube part? What do you mean YouTube part? What do you mean by that? I'm not too sure. I'm a bit confused. Yes, there is something. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make sense. I don't believe that there is ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be enough. Should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need for a search for a phone booth. Were you just watch YouTube for a little bit? Sorry, Snake King. I'm still a little bit confused of what you're asking me. Where were you just? Ah, hi, Shady. Hi. You just watch YouTube for a bit. Sorry, Snake King. I'm still confused about what exactly you're asking me. I'm doing good. I've been a bit sleepy today. I didn't sleep well last night. And I also was a little bit confused on what to play today. I was going to buy Avatar, The Frontiers of Pandora, but I'm just a little bit short on money. So hopefully I can buy it sometime next week, and then we can play it during the weekend. That would be awesome. And I had to work all week. I had to work pretty much every day this week. And this is my day off. Okay, please present proof that the witness had no need to search for public phone booth. Ah, here we go. Phone booth's right there. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. Sorry to... Yeah, I hope so. Oh god, here it comes. See what I mean? I'm just yawning all over the place. What are we talking about? I don't know, Snake King. I don't know. It's been a long week. And holy shit. New Year's is coming up. It's gonna be 2024 in a few days. Oh my goodness. 2024. That's crazy. And just give me... Sorry, I'm just doing a bit of math in my head. Or with my calculator anyway. Okay. I know, it's insane. Stop reminding me because I don't want to go to school. Yeah, it do be like that. I didn't like school either. I'm with you on there, Snake King. School was just not for me. 2024 is right around the corner. I know, it's crazy. I'm gonna be turning 25 next year. Oh god, that's crazy. 25. I'm getting so old. That's 5 years away from turning 30. I am old. It's crazy. I'm as old as my mom was when she got married to my dad. It's so weird. I can't imagine myself being married right now. I still feel like I'm 20, you know? I'm turning 21. I'll be legal to drink. Hey, that's great. I'll send you some bits so you can buy a drink. You're turning 14 next year. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're quite a bit away there. Okay. No. It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? I didn't know how to emulate that sound. Order. What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is a reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else? Was he? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? What was one of the things you got for Christmas? Oh, I actually got a bunch of stuff for Christmas. So we have a As you know, I have my own business, and some of my clients have actually given me like little gifts here and there. First of all, I got lots of chocolates from my clients. I actually got a bottle of wine from one of them, which was, by the way, I'm not a wine drinker, but it was delicious. It was really good. And then one of our clients actually gave us like a $50 tip. It was insane. It was so crazy. We didn't want to take it. We felt like, this is way too much. $50 tip. As for my mom, she gave me $100 cash and some chocolates because she's currently a little bit broke this year. So she's just trying to save some money. And then I am getting something from my sister. But she needs to order it online first. And I'm gonna get a new desk soon. Yes. I'm very excited. How much money do you make? Currently I am charging $50 an hour for my services. I say that as if it was... I charge $50 an hour for cleaning services. If I just say services, that just sounds wrong. So, I'm a cleaner. I clean houses. Yeah, I make about 50 an hour, so some days I make about 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I can make about $400 a day. So yeah, it's great.
Daddy, chill.
Alright. When do you guys open? Just asking for a friend. Yeah, you know, doing for those 15 minutes. Yes, I have an idea. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. Probably shouldn't have said that. There was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Okay, good night, Snake King. Bye-bye. Okay. I'll look into it. Oh god, you can't see his pupils. He could spend his time doing this. It's either this one or this one. Like this one because he was like writing the name in the sand. But also this one because he's like, shit, my glasses are broken. I can't see. I think it's this one. Mr. Wellington, stop licking yourself. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... Gah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. under the victim's body? Order, order. Now, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince... Oh, I need a drink. As he... God, there's a lot of talking. Oh, my throat is getting a bit dry. I might just stream for a little bit more and then I'll stop. Oh, so much talking. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them. But he didn't realize that that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness was the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's your chance to deep six this guy. Now's our chance. I'll sink him with one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting. Watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order, order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. A lot harder than it looks. For example, there's, the name on the victim wrote. About that. Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like that can read that, right? We already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defense's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie? Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know Miss Bird's... Wait, didn't know Miss Bird before the trial. I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There is a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn. That the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defendant please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? The cell phone. Well, Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So, what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the victim's cell phone and the number? And the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up the lost phone in the park. And... she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give it back. I'll be right there. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That is when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew how her name sounded. Eek. Order, order. But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. This is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial is over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive. A list of con artists and their phone numbers. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers are stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. Oh god. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. Any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the number of a group of con artists in his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is looking into the group. The victim's a member of the group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington? Would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You already said that. You said that exact same thing a few seconds ago. But please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm glad you've called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Mrs. Bird to get his phone back. Why, then, would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside of the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe the slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that he didn't agree with? I think he was scared. Oh, sorry, let me adjust myself. I think he was scared when he saw the police officer. Oh shit. The witness saw this. Well, Mr. Wellington, is he correct? Nope. I pressed the wrong button! But the expression of the face that say that wouldn't it? It looks like it was wrong. Shoot. I got my first one. Granted, it was a mistake. Oh, Mr. Wright, try to think before you present again. Okay, hold on. Keep going. Agree with. Profiles, that's what I was gonna click. And then he saw... Dustin. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift that was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that he had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic? Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking... Hi, Twix. How are you? It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Ha. Oh god. Oh, he's going nuts. He's going nuts. Impressive, not bad for a person with third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. That guy is really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I told you, wait, I already told you earlier. The phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? That's good. I'm doing good. I'm pretty sleepy today, and I think I'm gonna end the stream soon. But we'll see. It feels good to see you squirm. Do you seem to have a problem with our problem on our hands with this phone? Go get some sleep. I've been working all week and it's my day off, so I stayed up until like 4 AM and I slept until 10:30 and then I started the stream around 1. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. Phone stored numbers, fingerprints on the phone. Probably. Phone stored numbers, fingerprints. I say fingerprints on the phone. I got it. We should check the we should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so I wiped it. You wiped the cell phone off. You wiped evidence. Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers had just magically disappeared. Got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the way, your tone of voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you find your cell phone? Hey. Oh god. Oh, you are too much. Of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my... Now I remember! Oh. Beep. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. Excuse me, but how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright? If you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you, what are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who am I? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I have to bid you gentlemen and ladies adieu. Goodbye. Why did I say adieu? I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day. Please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let that go? Raise an objection. Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness, is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are very well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. With its owner, but they never showed. Broken neck. I think maybe this one? It's my business card. I wrote down my cell phone number in the back. I could be very wrong. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is... back of the card? The card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell number on the back? But that's exactly... Oh! I think I know. But that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. Session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... He has my cell phone. He has my cell phone. God. What? Why is my phone? And what is this stupid sounding ringtone? Well, Mr. Wellington, I totally didn't realize it, but we have the same exact phone. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... No. It can't. By the way, I forgot. Thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Oh my god, he's turning blue. Oh. And he suffocated himself. Kinky. So, that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding, is Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and was being taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Woo! Confetti, 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 confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you have done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. Wait, I've been hit with all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has been really nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone calls me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seemed to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Wait, you got a custom-made baseball glove to say thanks for covering a shift? Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourself too. Ah, what a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here it goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? Oh no! What? I thought you said you got your memory back. Only some of it. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He was someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't gotten a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else? And this girl, Maya? I finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories with her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create a to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay, okay. Actually, it hasn't been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Oh, time traveling. Episode 1. The end. Brand new episode has been added. Ooh, episode 2. Reunion and a turnabout. Yes. Alrighty, I think that's it for today. 10:15. Let's go. Here we go. Alrighty then. Oh, big yawn. I would continue further, but my throat's getting quite dry. I haven't talked this much in a stream in a while, and I haven't streamed in almost a week. But I will be streaming tomorrow, which will be fun. I might stream Hercule Poirot, the first cases again. So yeah. Have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye!